to bring the change. The reason to stand for this BPP elections is to bring that positive change which our community is looking towards. Lot of things have happened in the last 6.5 years, untoward things which shouldn't have happened. We can't change what has been done, we can't undo all that, but we can definitely do something that is good for the future. And I am standing to bring that positive change in our apex body, the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. Achievements. When people talk about achievements, people talk about how successful they are in life. When people talk about achievements, people talk about the accolades that they have achieved, the honors that they have achieved, the awards that they have achieved. Yes, I too have achieved all that. But for me, achievement is not about getting awards, being called for functions as the chief guest or guest of honor. For me, the word achievement is something different. For me, achievement is that how many lives have you touched? How many people have you helped? How many people have a smile on their face when they not only see you, but when they even hear your name? If you have helped people, if you have helped them in solving their problems, for me, that is real achievement. And yes, I'm very happy to say that I have achieved a lot in my life till date. And I thank God for that. And I'm looking forward to achieve more and more in the years to come. Because according to me, that is the true achievement. Till date, I have done a lot of work for my community. But I still feel that there is a lot more that I can do. I will just elaborate on what work I have done till date. I have helped a lot of people from my community in their personal problems and have sorted those problems for them. However, it's not right and ethical for me to take their names. But apart from that, I have helped my community with the encroachment problems that we are facing. I have helped my community when certain people had put up some videos on YouTube defaming our community. I have helped my community in many, many such other ways. These few are just a part of them. I have also been awarded a COVID warrior because during the COVID lockdown, every day for 2 months, in the first strict COVID lockdown, I used to go and give meals to nearly, say, about 25 to 30 families every day. These are just the few things that I have done for my community. Apart from that, even right now, not being a trustee, people who have come to me for help regarding their housing problems, regarding their medical aids, regarding their tuition fees, college fees, I have helped them with that. And my only intention is to help my community more and more to the best of my ability. Qualities, or rather good qualities, one should possess to be a trustee. The word trustee itself means a person who can be trusted. The word trustee means your people, your beneficiaries should be free, should feel comfortable to approach you. The word trustee means that you are approachable 24/7 to your community, to your beneficiaries, to those people who have put you on this chair by entrusting their valuable vote in you. Because when they vote for you, they not only give you their valuable vote, but they also put their trust in you, and that is the meaning of a trustee. A trustee should be able to solve the problems of its beneficiaries. That is what a good trustee is. And I personally feel that I have all these qualities. As I am approachable, I am not only approachable, but I am approachable 24/7. Even today, people feel free to call me any time of the day or night. They don't hesitate, and I don't hesitate to take their calls. I not only take the calls, but I also ensure that I am there to help them, to support them. That is what a trustee should be. A trustee is not a person who sits on his chair and dictates terms and conditions. A trustee is a person who is a grassroots level worker. A trustee is a person who not only should show the way to the community, but go the way along with the community. A person who has got all these qualities, according to me, is fit to be a trustee. And I can say this with happiness and pride that yes, I possess all those qualities of being a trustee. Well, quite a few people have asked me this question. Quite a few people have told me that you should have stood on your own. But the reason that I'm standing with these candidates, honestly, it's not because I know them since years, but we've had multiple meetings and discussed the problems that is hitting our community, that is hitting our apex body, the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. Only when we realized that we have a common goal in mind, only when we realized that yes, we can work together, only when we realized that we are like-minded, only when we realized that we can sort out all these problems that our community is facing today, only when we realized that if elected, we can be a good board of trustees to our community and our beneficiaries who have entrusted their trust on us. Only when we realized that together we can make the difference and bring the change which we all want to see. Only then did we decide to go as a group, and that is the only reason why I am sitting with this group. 100 Top COVID Warrior Award. Honestly, that came as a shock to me too, to be very honest, as I have never worked in my entire life till date. I have never served anybody with any expectations. I serve people without expectations. So this award coming to me, I was a bit surprised. But honestly, yes, I had worked very hard, giving food to say about 25-30 families, as I said it in one of my earlier questions, giving medical aids, groceries to poor of our society, of course of my community. Every day I used to run from say about Churchgate to even Andheri and Jogeshwari if need be, helping the people, getting admissions in hospitals, PPE kits, helping the people of my own area over here at Tardeo, leaving the house early morning and returning only at 4 p.m. is all that I had done for nearly 2 months during the first peak lockdown. So maybe someone somewhere may have noticed my work and thought of giving me this award. This award was given to me by IDMA in association with Social Talks. And I'm very thankful to them for recognizing my work. But as I said before, I have never in my life till date worked for any awards or accolades or recognition. I work because I like to serve people. I work because I like to serve mankind. I work because I like to serve my community and people at large. Because I feel that that is the true spirit of humanity. The first change, well, there are a lot of changes we need to bring in our apex body, the BPP. But the first change that I would like to bring is the trust of our beneficiaries, which is somewhere lost today due to the infighting of the trustees. That trust needs to come back first. And that will not come just by me being elected on the board. That will only come when our beneficiaries see the work happening. Today, our BPP is in trouble. And I feel that it's a responsibility, collective responsibility, not only of the 7 elected trustees, but of the entire community to bring our BPP out of this trouble, out of this mess. That change needs to come first. And that change will come if we are elected. Today, our BPP has got financial problems. Today, the staff in BPP is not being paid their salaries on time. At least they were not being paid for 1.5 years before. Don't know. I'm not too sure about right now. That needs to change. There are a lot of schemes. When we talk about BPP, people think BPP is only about housing. That's not true. BPP does a lots and lots of other things. Protecting our Parsi properties is also one of the main responsibilities of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat, being the apex body. Then there is something like a venture capital scheme, morbid empowerments, second child and third child doles to the poor people, medical aid, college assistance, fees assistance. All these things are also the role that the BPP plays. And today, our BPP itself is in a financial crunch. From where are we going to help people? From where are we going to sort out our community's problems? It's very important for the BPP to be healthy, for our community to be safe. So that is the change we would like to bring. The other change that I would like to bring is converting leave and license to tenancies. I would not want my beneficiaries to live with fear. I would not want my beneficiaries to live their life with a sword hanging on their head. I would not want my beneficiaries being blackmailed for whatever reason, because the trust belongs to the beneficiaries, and these are the same beneficiaries who have voted us and put us on the chair of the trustees. So according to me, we have our duties to perform towards our beneficiaries. These are few positive changes which need to come first in the BPP, and this is what we will be doing if we are elected. There are a few people who feel that our election promises are lollipops. I would like to tell my community that these are not lollipops. If we are elected, we promise you to fulfill all the promises we have given in our manifestos and in our common minimum program. And if we are elected, we will not only fulfill all those promises, but make those people taste the lollipop, that same lollipop which they say that these are only election lollipops. That's my word to you. I would just like to add that, friends, a lot of things have been said in this last 1.5 months. A lot of mudslinging, a lot of attacks. I would just like to say, let's forget all of this. Let's work towards a better BPP. Let's work towards a better Trustee community. We have to achieve a lot of things, friends, and it can only be achieved by working together. Pulling each other down will not make any difference. Let the community decide its leaders, which the community will any which ways do on the 29th May 2022. And it is their right to elect its leaders. Let's leave it on our community. Our community is wise enough to elect its leaders. Let us leave it to the community. If we see ourselves as leaders, then we have a lot of things to do. We need to protect our properties. We need to protect our Agyaris and Atash Berams. We need to protect our Dungarwadi. We need to protect our Dokmanashini. We need to protect our religion. We need to ensure that no harm is made. While we may have our difference of opinion, but so what? Let us agree to disagree. Let us move forward. Let us take our community forward, because our community is looking at 15 people, those 15 people who have filled their nomination for the Bombay Parsi Panchayat trusteeship elections. Our community is watching. Our communities will keep an eye on not only those 7 elected people who will get elected on 29th of May or maybe 30th of May when the election results are out, but also on the other 8. Let us all come together, friends. I am sure that every candidate who has filled his or her nomination for these elections has some or the other quality, good qualities in them. Why can't we all come together? Why can't we keep our egos on one side and serve the community, promise to serve the community and our people? Why can't we do that, friends? Together we can achieve a lot. A lot can be achieved. Pulling each other down will not solve the purpose. My humble request to all my co-contestants, let's forget everything. Let's come together. Our community does not deserve what it is getting today. Our community deserves much, much more, guys. It's a payback time. Our community has given us a lot. And if we have filled the nomination for the BPP elections, then I feel it's a responsibility of every candidate to give it back to its community in a good way. Let us make our beneficiaries and our community proud of us. Let us all come together, friends. We are so much engrossed in our petty fights that we are not realizing that slowly but surely we are losing a war. Let that not happen. Because if it happens, what answer are we going to give to our community? What answer are we going to give to our future generation? They will curse us, friends. They will curse us. We will never be able to do what our ancestors have done for us, what our forefathers have done for us. We will never be able to do the same for them. But they will curse us that y'all could not even protect and preserve the things that our ancestors and forefathers left for y'all. Let that question not come to us, friends, because I am telling you, none of us, including me, will have an answer to that question. We all will be standing, just standing, without an answer. Let that day not come, friends. Please, let that day not come. Let us all come together and work for the betterment of our community, which is so dear to all of us. Lastly, I would like to urge my community, request my community people to come out in large numbers on Sunday, the 29th of May 2022, to vote for us, for our panel, for our group, for our team, Community Unity. Because Community Unity is our priority and it will always be. So please come out and vote for Team Community Unity, our priority, because we assure you that you will unite the community and we will take the community to greater heights. Friends, vote for Team Community Unity, our priority, on Sunday, May 29th, 2022. Thank you very much. God bless.